writing like this is it's like the main goal of making people nervous, or like what?
I mean, I guess. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker thinks it's a job interview. Like, bitch, you realize
Yeah,
the seal
like-
is going to be a massive fucking force on Tubi, and that Goodfellas is just a no-name group.
Then today we get hit with that, which is hilarious. Like, what a turn of events. Okay, I got an answer from Psycho. Okay, we will contact you shortly. The Don is currently indisposed in the restroom. Okay.
I'm sure. That's not a great business practice.
They're gonna be pissed when I join them in the VC, and I'm gonna be like, so first of all, I do not appreciate that you guys have the feeling that you can like push the seal around. Like, we are a group, you know, we are not like a
Yeah,
pet.
that shit's fucking. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who the fuck they think they're bossing around, but like, I know you got the backup of me and all my friends, and I know you got a lot more friends than just me.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near your strongest friend. So like, I don't know who the fuck that they, I don't know who the fuck they think they're talking to. Fucking Don, fucking everybody he knew on 2B before he met him. Me and the group members he has now, he burned all those bridges.
You need to accept a friend request so I can create a group chat, TM. I wouldn't want this private conversation to affect any of your relationships. Okay. Alright. You can unfriend right after if you wish, bro. What is that insecure thing? Yeah, I guess I'm getting called any second now, so...
Well, but
yeah, I'll tell you guys how it goes.
enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Hello there.
Hello, hello.
Mr. Gilstreet,
Hello.
how's it going? I've brought two of my main, advisors slash go-to guys here. Okay, these are top men within the Goodfellas. Have some information. Would like to be a part of the conversation. I just said I brought Killet and Zyko over. They are a couple of my two top men are being present here.
I see, I see.
Okay.
It's always good to have more people. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So anyway, know why we are having this conversation. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a chance to speak first, and then we will relay what we have. So any information you'd like to share with us to prove otherwise, that you are not associating with the Loot Lords in any capacity, please do so now.
Right, so after thinking about it for quite a bit, I come to the conclusion that that agreement that we have with the Loot Lords could indeed be seen as an association, and I personally do consider myself a friend of Captain Duiner, and I will not change that in any capacity. That's basically what I have to say.
Okay, well, kill it.
But I don't think that's...
You have pretty skewed morals from what it sounds like there, Killstreak.
I mean, if that is what it sounds like to you guys, sure. Personally, my opinion is what I saw over the last few months was the Goodfellas attacking Southern Canal posts for what I didn't see a reasoning, and that's
just to find out a reason
about that. Have you ever spoken to us about this reason?
I thought your whole group purpose was to be a neutral intelligence gathering group, yet you've chosen to side with a bias and not ask us any information. That doesn't seem very neutral.
Well, no, we did want information. It just last time I tried to...
and asking are not the same.
Well, I could send the screenshot of the last time I tried to ask the Goodfellas about any piece of information, and I got the information that apparently we are considered a no-name group and that our opinion seems irrelevant. I don't appreciate when I want to hit up a group to get this kind of response. That's also why I then only hit up Funny after that, whenever I wanted to talk. But yeah, we kind of didn't deem it relevant until, like, you know, it actually... Now it involves us, you know? Now it's, like, the Goodfellas...
It doesn't seem very neutral, though. You're only involving yourself when you're involved. A neutral group that gathers intelligence does it regardless.
We gather intelligence like that is, like... We don't gather intelligence in, like, who grieves what for what purpose. But now it's interesting me.
Relevant to you?
No, but now it's just interesting to me how that happened, because I've been thinking all day, knowing that this meeting will happen, like what I've heard happening, and that's also why I am talking about this, because I would just love to know now why like the Southern Canal stuff happened. It's not just the trading post; it's the Southern Canal itself, or the 800K trading post.
Did you know? Did you know that Wet Slime Girl was a administrator in the Southern Canal Trading Post Discord up until recently, after we did what we did,
I know
and that
that,
is why
yes.
she was taken away. Okay.
So you did know that. So
Um,
then,
So you knew that she was a part of it, and here is a PDF apology that she forwarded me for all the bullshit she put our group through. If you want to know why we did it for all of those things that she had not apologized for at the time. She wrote up this PDF, formatted it in a million different ways, and then sent it to me last night. This PDF is why we did all of those things. She's apologized for them now. We have no need to continue pushing, but everything in there that she hadn't apologized for at the time is why we were doing what we were doing.
again,
Alright.
Did you
Mr.
also send a
Killstreak,
screenshot of
listen,
the PDF being forwarded by her?
Yeah, I gotcha.
but Mr. Killstreak, again, we've never skewed from our morals. We only respond in retaliation. We've never ever griefed
2 days
anything
ago. Sorry.
Alright, that is very
that wasn't
understandable.
warranted.
But then why, like, I didn't understand when I got hit up. Like, first of all, yesterday, hold on, let me check. I don't want to get the dates wrong. Because of time zones. In my time zone, it was 2 days ago, where you guys raided our Discord server, sent quite the inappropriate messages in a public channel, which underage people have access to, because it's a public Discord after all, in a public chat, which is already, to me, something that's like, why? I don't see a reason for that. And this is already like part of the whole mindset. I see what's happened with the Southern Canal. I didn't know like why you did it. I knew that it had to do with Wet Slime Girl, but then again, Wet Slime Girl is like part of the Southern Canal trading post, yes, but that was not the only thing that got hit. We don't know like all of the details, but for example, the 800K trading post, as far as I'm
We
concerned,
were under
because
the assumption
The
that
800K Trading Post had members of the Southern Canal Trading Post building there.
that's true.
It was guilty by association in our books, because the members of the Southern Canal Trading Post went to build there, and it looks like a Southern Canal Trading Post when we look at the member list.
But like if
It's
you
on the Southern Canal. They're the Southern Canal Trading Post. I mean, you can't expect us to draw conclusions as to who owns every single base when there's signboards showing that the members are there.
yeah, but it's just kind
Kill
of
Streak.
for me.
I
Yeah,
wanted to just quickly give you a little snippet of how we approach situations. So, whenever we have a target, we don't simply just target that target. We like to pressure those around the target as well to make decisions that will affect the target. So, if the target is associated with these individuals in any capacity, they're not going to be very happy with our target when we start targeting them in response to their behavior and actions.
I
This
get
is
that.
what you're seeing.
That's very strategic.
While
That is
they may
why
be
Wet Slime Girl is no longer there. They only pushed her out when they saw that other people, other locations were getting hit because of her. That is why she is no longer there. It worked.
Well, I see that. That's very strategic. Gotta say, that's a very intelligent approach. Then again, I don't think that is like morally right. At least for my standpoint, that's just if you target
Mr.
any.
Killstreak,
Yeah.
please, with all respect, do not question our morals.
What I thought was also a bit like if you talk about morally incorrect. I don't know if you guys know this. But it's kind of public knowledge, so yeah, whatever. I can talk about this, but in the past, like, I've been abused by my parents for years, and claiming to be a orphan to get into a group, to inside it, to me is what's kind of morally bothering me. As someone that had like terrible interaction with his own parents and that doesn't have parents anymore. But
Okay, so Mr. Killstreak, I can understand that,
Mhm.
and kill it. Don't take this any disrespect. Killet's one person within the Goodfellas. Don't judge the Goodfellas by one person. He got the job done, whether it was morally correct or not. Got the job done what we needed done.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I mean, no one's perfect. It's 2B2T, right? At the end of the day, I did come off as well hostile within DM, but at the end of the day, now I have to unfortunately be the bad guy and give people these ultimatums and choices because these good people are being, for lack of a better word, roped under his wing. I don't see it. I just don't want, believe me or not, I've been in that situation, and I don't want to see you get burned because eventually it will happen unless you, and I don't mean this literally and don't take this in disrespect, unless you plan on sucking off Captain the rest of your life on 2B, you're not going to be useful forever.
Well, I see what you're saying there, but then again, like, I always judge people of my own experiences and of other groups I talk to and other people I talk to. As far as I'm concerned, so far the Goodfellas, out of about 30 groups I've talked to about Captain, are the only group that have claimed to have any evidence of this happening. And if you,
There's no claim.
well,
We do
if you
have.
want to provide the evidence, sure, I please do. I so far haven't seen any evidence other
So
than
have you been speaking to the groups in your circle that you take to your meetings, or have you been speaking
No.
to the Fifth Column, Imperium?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I have been talking to the Fifth Column. I've been talking to about that.
That's not the Fifth Column.
Well,
I mean, if
they're
she makes
pretty
a
representative.
you'd be a Fifth Column member.
I've been
That is not
talking.
the Fifth Column.
That's true. It's not the Fifth Column. If you want me to ask every single member there, that's gonna take a while.
I mean,
Most
you
are
need
gonna
to
ignore
ask,
me.
You need to ask leadership and people that are actually
Yeah,
players and members of the Fifth Column.
If you plan on being, like, listen, with all respect, if you plan on being a non-biased, neutral intelligence gathering group, you have to do your due diligence at getting information from all the groups that you think can provide useful information, not select few that aren't even useless information in my eyes. She plays all sides.
That's true, but for
Might
me,
go talk to a brick wall.
I collect my information as I find it relevant. We don't collect information on groups because we want strategic information. That's also the reason why we didn't collect information on why you griefed the Southern Canal Trading Post. Matter of fact, we didn't even want to collect information on you griefing the Southern Canal Trading Post. It just so happened that we heard about that.
But you judge us for it.
You made your bias and jumped to conclusion.
That's true. That's just a human thing. We jump to conclusions. You
No.
jump to conclusions as soon as you saw that
no.
I was talking to Captain, or when Killet decided to go.
No, that wasn't jumping conclusions. We had information. That's why
I spent 30 days in that group gathering information.
Yeah,
That's not jumping. I did my research.
Yeah, and then you should know that every time the Goodfellas was mentioned, I talked, like, in my personal experience, I didn't really interact with them. They gave me the chance to talk, and that's it. I didn't say that I'm a fan of the Goodfellas, but neither did I say that I desperately hate the Goodfellas.
That's not the point. From what Killet said to us, you were constantly feeding them information on everything going on within our channels, or not channels. Sorry, our server.
Yeah, because
Am I
that's
wrong?
just
Speak louder the words.
well, that's true. That's an action I did, and that's an action I stand for. Because that's just I don't know, like, what exactly happened, but what I do know is the whole interaction.
That's not neutral. That's not neutral then.
Well, it wouldn't be neutral if it would support any, like, ongoing disagreements. That was me telling Captain, though, or like.
So, but you have personal bias in the situation. That's not. Right?
Well,
Because
where's
you're
my
friends with
personal
Captain,
bias?
Because you said you're friends with Captain and you're feeding information of opposing threats.
It's
and
not really
opposing
opposing
groups.
threats. If we would feed information that is non-public, I would agree. But we provide information that is publicly available, but that he doesn't see because he's not in the server.
Well, he's not
but
in
you're
that server, right.
you're claiming to be a neutral party, yet you're going in there regardless of being public or not. He doesn't have access to it.
Yeah,
By that
no,
same
it
logic,
isn't.
We're in the Goodfellas Discord. We're in the Speakeasy from time to time. You have access to join there and tell us information. We were banned from the Loot Lords at the time. I've only recently.
Where's our information?
Well, if you would have asked, I would have provided you that. Sure, go on, ask it, and we'll tell you what they announced, but also not, also just the public part. I don't share private information. I share information that is available in public discords.
It just seems that you're more biased towards the Loot
would
Lords.
not find its way into the Loot Lords.
What?
Wouldn't find its way into Cap's ears. I just want to make sure here, because we have ways to find out.
Sure.
Everything that's being said here would find no way into Cap's ears or the Loot Lord's ears, is what you're saying.
No, not everything that's being said here. If you declare war on us, then that will definitely be heard, because we.
It's very larpy. We're not declaring war.
Well, how would you consider the quote unquote. Let me check real quick. The quote unquote 2
You're
steps.
taking it too seriously, Mr. Killstreak. There's 2 paths to take, and we're just providing said paths.
If you look in our announcements that you've been relaying to them thus far, there is an announcement saying that continued association with Cap does result in.
You, at the end of the day, the decision's yours. It's not war. It's not.
Yeah, what is it then?
Aggression. Listen, let me speak. Not any of those things. You are choosing to continue your, however you want to word it, alliance, allegiance, loyalty, however you want to word it, with Captain. At the end of the day, your beef is with Captain, whatever happens, because Captain is what's causing. You just continue to associate with Captain.
Okay, that is a very manipulative statement, if I might say this. I mean, it's...
Take that you will.
For strategical purposes, I respect that. But I have to ask, what would you consider that then? What will happen? Like...
It's just a promise of what could potentially happen. That's all it is.
But yeah, like, define that promise. It's supposedly not a threat. It's supposedly not an aggression. What is it then? Because it definitely sounds like a threat and definitely sounds like an aggression.
It's a promise. A promise is a promise.
Yeah, but what is in that promise? It is a promise that's like you're getting burned.
Exactly what I just said.
Yeah, but like, define you're getting burned?
That is a quote. What Zyku just posted is a quote from our announcements channel, and that does sum it up well.
I see.
It's exactly what it sounds like, Mr. Killstreak. I've been very cordial with you.
Well, if I might voice what it sounds like to me, because maybe it's just my interpretation, but to me it literally sounds like a declaration of war / a aggression.
Declaration of war. That's so larpy. That's so larpy. Yeah, we're not. You're hearing it from my mouth right now as the leader of the group. We are not, and I repeat, we are not calling war or enacting war with you.
Well, then I would just love to know what that includes, because
I told you what it is. There's no deeper meaning to it. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Well, it literally still sounds like it is a potential threat.
If that's how you'd like to perceive it, then that's on you. But that's exactly what it sounds like. Is you have the 2 paths. That's so larpy, and you have put yourself into that path by continuing. The path was already set. You put yourself into that path. Think of it this way. The paths have already been set. If you're putting yourself in that path by continuing association with Captain, the rest is history. The path has already been set. Who's to say it couldn't happen to you if you get on his bad side, Mr. Killstreak?
And somehow every time this happens, you go lower and lower.
They're not.
Regardless, at the end of the day, I think the conversation that we need to have has been said.
I would like a moment to continue speaking about Cap morally, because you mentioned that. I'm loading up Premiere right now. It's Adobe. They're really slow with their programs. Just give me 5 seconds.
All right.
If I'm friends with someone and they need money, I don't care, because I'm friends with them. I care about them. I will give them some of my money. It's nothing for me. I'm willing to give it to them. In the meantime, though, you are still associated with Cap, and what we said is how we will continue to operate moving forward. I think that he's disgusting. He doesn't belong in the server. He's contributing to a lot of the filth that is on Tubi, and he is just as bad, if not worse, than a majority of the people similar to him that I've seen through the years on Tubi. So we will continue to target him and people associated with him, and unfortunately, even while you're reviewing this, that will include you.
All right.
That's just how we're operating.
Well, if that is your way of operating, then so be it. I hope you understand that if that's how it is and you operate that way, that I will have to inform my team members about this and have to inform affiliated groups about what's going to happen.
To be
I understand
honest,
that.
Mr. Ghostree,
Yeah.
the fact that you're still standing where you're standing after seeing some of that is appalling, and I'd like to end the conversation. I do not wish to speak with you right now.
All right. I appreciated this call. And yeah, we'll see what I will think about the whole situation after seeing the proof.
Feel free to always reach out to me if you ever want to open a line of communication. My DMs are always open.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Same goes for me. I don't intend to be as toxic as we were a few days ago. I'll chill out.
All right. Thank you
It's
very
like
much.
never toxic, so you don't got to worry about that for me.
That's good.
Right. They're not.
Regardless, at the end of the day, I think the conversation that we needed to have has been said.
That's good.
Most don't hold.
Son, after this game,
Welcome back, man.
Things covered all over with purple and gold. And I love my Lord Jesus above.
damn, bro. These kids are fucking nuts. But we have triple heal on my fucking healer. I'm lucky. Yeah. I'm boys.
Paradise I hear them ring. All scarlet the cover that over it spread. And I love my Lord
Damn, bro.
above anything.
Damn, son. Nah, who got the goods? I got the goods, bean boy.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
It's so worth it.